Welcome to my channel. Hope you have enjoying the listen and reading. Once there was a king with 10 sons and 1 daughter. Their mother died when the daughter, Elisa, was born. They were very good, happy children. Then the king fell in love with another woman and he married her. He loved his new queen, and in his eyes she was always right. But she was a bad, jealous woman. She hated the king's 10 sons, and she wanted to send them away. Love made the king stupid. The poor old king sadly said goodbye to his sons. Then the queen took them outside the city walls. She said some magic words and changed the 10 boys into 10 white birds. "Fly away to another country," she said. "Make your homes in treetops. Find your food on the ground." And the 10 brothers flew high into the sky and away over mountains and rivers. They came to a great sea and they made their home in some trees next to it. When Elisa learned about her brothers, she ran away from the king's house. She cried for hours. She walked for days. She did not use her eyes, she followed her love for her brothers. "One day I will find them," she thought. And her love took her near their home by the great sea. Night came and Elisa fell asleep under a tree. All night the fairies watched her and no dangerous animal came near her. The next morning she walked again. She met an old woman. "What are you doing here? Can't a brother or friend help you?" asked the old woman. She gave Elisa some good food. Elisa told her the story of her brothers. "I am looking for 10 fine princes on 10 white horses," she said. "Do you know of them?" "10 princes," said the woman. "No, but I saw 10 white birds this morning. They had gold feet and jewels for eyes. Perhaps they were princes. They were by the river." She took Elisa to the river. Elisa followed the river to the great sea. She saw 10 fine white birds. Their gold feet and jewel eyes shone in the sun. All round her Elisa saw pretty flowers and beautiful trees. Elisa built a small house from sticks. She found flowers and put them round the walls. When she came back, she found bread, eggs, and fish near the door. That night her brothers came to her. She cried. "Don't be sad," they said. "We'll tell you some stories." Their stories were funny, and after a time she smiled. Then she laughed. When it was late, the brothers flew up into a tree. "Sleep well, Elisa," they said. "We are watching you." In her sleep, Elisa saw the old woman again. Now she was a beautiful fairy. "Do you want to help your brothers?" she asked. "Yes," cried Elisa. "Of course." "Are you strong?" "Yes, I am strong." "Then listen to my words and follow them. There are gold flowers near your little house. Take some home and put them in water from the river. Wash them many times and then make them into coats. 10 coats of gold flowers, 1 for each brother. But remember these things: first, only you can make the coats. Second, you can only speak after you finish them. Don't speak before that, or your brothers will die. Can you do these things?" "Yes," answered the princess in her sleep, and she woke up. She looked outside her door and saw the gold flowers. She followed the fairy's words and she worked all day. When the sun went down, her fingers hurt. Her brothers came that night, but she did not speak to them. "Why are you not speaking?" they asked. "Is this the work of a bad fairy?" She showed them her work. She made a picture of 10 coats on the ground with her finger. Then they understood her work was for them. She worked and worked. Her brothers watched her. After 2 or 3 weeks, 6 coats were ready. Then one day, when she was by the river, a dog suddenly appeared. It jumped at her. Then other dogs came. They made a great noise and ran round her. A man came through the trees on a fine white horse, with many men behind him. Elisa looked at this man and she loved him. "Who are you?" he asked her. "Nobody lives here." "Where are you from?" Elisa could not answer him. "I am the king of a great country behind those mountains," he told her. "I often come here with my dogs and horses." He came every day and spoke to Elisa. They walked by the river and he told her about his life. He loved her and he wanted her to be his queen. But why did she not speak? She only spoke to him with her eyes. In the end, he asked her, "Will you be my queen?" Poor Elisa started to cry. She ran to the gold flowers. "We will take the gold flowers and your work to my house. You can work there. Will you come?" She could not say no, because she loved him. Thanks for watching. Story is continue part 2 in uploaded shorty. Thanks.